Hey everybody, welcome back to another Epic J-Boss video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing something that has been a long time in the making. We're going to be reviewing the Epic Nights add-on. Yeah, I know, right? So, we are finally going to be doing this. And this is going to be another 3-parter, just like the first review. And today we're going to start with the weapons, okay? But we are going to be doing the decorations and the armor. There are no shields, but it's going to be crazy. There's so much stuff in this add-on. Anything that you couldn't find in the original Epic Nights mod is in this one. Yeah. So, I have all of the stuff we're going to review today laid out. However, there is something that we need to discuss first. I just want to say a huge thank you, because I have just recently hit 10 subscribers. That's right, you were watching the 10 subscriber special, okay? Yeah. I can't believe it either. I would name all the people who are subscribed to me, but YouTube will not let me see their usernames. They just tell me that someone has subscribed to me. They just don't tell me who. So, thank you to everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the 10 subscribers, okay? I really, really appreciate it. And every single time my numbers go up, it puts a smile on my face. See, I got a very big smile today. Oh yeah, 10 subscribers. Woo! So again, thank you to everyone who has subscribed. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please join the crowd. Oh yeah. Alright. Suppose we should probably get to the review now. So, I've separated all these into categories. We have daggers, polearms, swords, war axes, and maces. Now, not every single weapon fit into these categories, so I put them in the closest one, but every single weapon in the mod is in these chests, okay? Another quick disclaimer, Epic Nights add-on does not do tiered weapons, okay? Most of these are only available in steel. There is one, I think, that is only wooden, but all these other ones are only steel, and I think maybe iron. So yeah, so I will just be comparing them to the diamond sword and axe. Same arrangement as last time, in fact. So, yeah, let's get reviewing. So, there are a grand total of 6 daggers in the mod. Okay, let's start with the steel short C. Or Seeks, is it Seeks? Or is it So? Anyway, this is similar to what the Vikings would have used. So let's see, it does 6.63 attack damage, 1.68 attack speed, diamond sword, 7, 1.6. So, barely a little bit less than a diamond sword. Alright, by the way, I don't know why these are damaged. Okay, I don't know why. So, boom! 6.7, and that showed a 7 there, so boom! Ooh, boom, 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 boom. I don't know what that red number means, but we are getting an average, like a kind of, okay, so I'm assuming that's our damage. 9.95. Diamond sword being 10.5. Okay, so I'm critically hitting this guy. Sorry, I forgot that. Now, if you are playing against other people who have the Epic Nights mod, how is this going to hold up to their Epic Night armor? So this is Maximilian armor, the best armor in the mod. If you want, you guys can go watch that video and find out. But, how do these weapons hold up against Maximilian armor? So this, 10.5. This, 9.95. Alright. So, diamond sword on Maximilian armor. 2.42. The short Seeks, 2.23. So, yeah. Okay, so you're going to be doing 2 points of damage to these guys right here in full Maximilian armor. So, yeah, do not mistake how tough that armor is. On to the next one. So next up, we have 2 daggers here that I'm going to kind of pair together, because they're both more for blocking, not so much for attacking. But we are going to cover the attacking side. So, 5.53 attack damage, 1.97 attack speed on the parrying dagger. Okay, so that does... Okay, normal damage, 5.5. 8.3 if you manage to critical. Alright. So, using our data for the diamond sword. 1.72. Ooh, you know what? Since this is incredibly inexpensive to craft, only requiring steel ingots, nuggets, and a hilt, which you can learn how to craft all that in the first review, it's actually a pretty solid investment, because, I mean, you're doing almost 2 points of damage against this guy. Now, keep in mind, your normal opponent will be moving and stuff, and, you know, you'll be moving and stuff, so getting to land that critical hit, which is you jump and hit right as you hit the ground. Yeah, okay, so that was a normal hit. That's a critical hit. When you see those X's, that's critical. By the way, I totally forgot to show off the recipe for the short seeks here. I forgot that I'm supposed to be showing recipes, because I don't want you guys to be clueless on how to craft all this awesome stuff. Alright, the Steel Sword Breaker. This one... Okay, blocks 10 points of maximum damage. Okay, so even if someone's coming at you pretty fast with a lance on here, you can probably block with this. 6.5 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed. So, half a point less than a diamond sword. Same attack speed. Alright. So, 9.75 critical. Alright. Normal is 6.5. Okay. Normal on this guy is 1.3. That's 2.17. So this does more critical damage than the parrying dagger that we just covered. Why does it have... Dude, look at this. I am nowhere near this guy. Yeah, I mean, just look at this, man. This is crazy. So this mod has just been ported to the version that I'm playing on, and there are a bunch of bugs. They will be fixed in time, but just know this is a bug. But honestly, it's kind of funny. Alright, next up we have this dagger right here, which does 6.02 attack damage at 1.8 attack speed. 9 points of damage on critical. Normal is 6. Okay, wow. So let's see. Maximilian armor. 1.94 on critical. 1.2 on normal. So even if you can't focus to like jump to hit him like that, you're still doing a decent amount of damage to him. Yeah. Pretty good crafting recipe too, so that's a pretty good investment. I would say if you're on a server with this mod and you're coming up against a bunch of people with that tough armor, this would probably save your life. Crafted in a similar way is the steel dagger here, which has the same stats, but in my opinion, looks way cooler. Yeah. Okay, next up we have our first real interesting weapon, the Steel Rondelle Dagger. Okay, 8% armor piercing at 5.72 attack damage, 1.65 attack speed. So 2 points less than Diamond Sword, but it has armor piercing. If you don't remember what armor piercing is, it is a number that is added to certain weapons in the mod. That basically means your armor is null and void. It just kind of annoys armor by that much percent. So if this guy has, let's say, a 23% armor rating, then this would ignore 8% of that. So like if it was 16% armor rating, this would ignore half of it. Normal hit, 5.7. Critical hit, I can't get a critical. Oh, there we go, 8.59. Alright. 1.2, 1.2. Alright, let's boom. Oh, 1.97. Wow. Okay, yeah, so 8.59. So, wow, the armor still blocks like 6 points of damage. So, it's still a good dagger. I mean, considering it's crafted like that, pretty good. Pretty good. Well, folks, that is officially all the daggers in the mod. On to pole arms. Oh boy. Alright, first pole arm to come up is the Dane Axe. 0.9 reach distance, which I don't really think matters in this update. Two-handed 2, can block up to 4 points of damage. Keep in mind that does not include arrows. It cannot block arrows. At a whopping 12.46 attack damage at 0.84 attack speed. So keep in mind, as that number goes down, it gets slower, okay? So, I'm going to compare these polearms to the Diamond Axe here. 9 attack damage, 1 attack speed. So, Diamond Axe, 9, 13.5 on a critical hit. This guy, 3.54, 1.9. Alright, so, the Dane Axe, normal hit, 12.5. I don't think I can get a critical hit. Yeah, I don't think you can get a critical hit with the polearm. Wow. So then, right here, boom, 3 points of damage to this guy. So, wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, especially for such a cheap weapon. On to the next one. Up next, we have the Broad Axe, which does 0.8 reach distance, two-handed 2, 3 points of max damage block, not including arrows, 11.65 attack damage, 0.94 attack speed. Alright, so, yeah, I still can't get a critical. 6 normal hit, 2.8, so you're still doing a solid amount of damage to this fully armored guy. Boom, 5.31. And then, boom, 17.47 on the unarmored guy. Wow, that's good. That is very, very good. On to the next one. This is the weapon that you want to use for all your "who goes there" moments. This is the English Poleaxe, which, by the way, has a chance to push your enemy off its own horse. 1% armor piercing, 1 whole block of reach distance. Can block up to 4 points of damage, not including arrows. 13.31 attack damage, 0.75 attack speed. So again, similar to the axe here. So, 13 points on armor. Let's see if I can get, boom, 19.96 attack damage, if it's critical. So this guy, fully armored, 3.5, 6. Oh wow. Okay, and that is crafted pretty similar to the last one, just a little bit different. Up next, we have the Italian Poleaxe, which has similar stats, but does 1 less point of damage for ever so slightly faster. At 0.18 instead of 0.75, 12.84 instead of 13.31. Normal hit, 12.8. Critical hit, 19.27. Normal hit, 3.3. Critical hit, 6.22. Wow. Okay, so you'll still be doing 6 points of damage. Keep in mind that I think a Minecraft player's normal health only goes up to 20. Yeah, so if you're doing 6 points like that and you get them twice in a row, whew, done for. Next up, in the same kind of vein here, we have the Steel Gallo Glass Axe. 0.9 reach distance instead of a full block. Everything else is pretty much the same, except it is 0.02 points faster than the one we just reviewed. It does 12.5 points of damage, with critical being 18. So on fully armored, 3.1. Critical, 5.12. Wow, okay, not bad. Up next, we have our, not double-edged sword, but double-edged axe. Okay, so, it has a chance to push enemy off the horse. 3% armor piercing, 1 block of reach distance, can block 2 points of damage, 12 attack damage, 0.8 attack speed. On a normal hit, it is 12.6. On a critical hit, it is 18. Armored, normal hit is 3. Critical hit is 6.23. Wow. Crafted very simply. Up next, we have the Swiss Halberd. 2 points of mag. Okay, so it's the same as the French one, but it does a little bit more attack speed, and it looks like a little bit more attack damage. Okay, 0.8 attack speed, 12.59 attack damage, so let's just say that's 12.6. 12.7, 0.84. Wow, it is just slightly better. Anyway, normal hit, 12.7. Critical hit is 19. Wow. Okay, fully armored, 3.2. 6.1. Okay, up next we have the bill hook. Also crafted very well. By the way, it's this top recipe. This down here is all part of the vampirism mod. I can't get that to go away. It's this top recipe here that you always follow. So, I love this one because it looks like one of those old-fashioned pointer sticks that sometimes people use when they're looking at a whiteboard or something and they want to point to something specific on there. I really like how it looks like that. So anyway, 1.5 blocks reach distance and 6 attack damage, 1 attack speed. So that's actually more similar to a diamond sword. 6.5, 9.74 critical. 1.3, 2.17 critical. So this is a nice cheap way to really dig into that Maximilian armor there. Up next we have the Welsh Guisarme. I have no idea how to say that. Is it Guisarme? I don't know. 1.9 reach distance, so almost 2 blocks. It only has two-handed 1, so you can use a shield with this with virtually no penalty. 3 points of max damage block, 8.24 attack damage. So again, it's pretty similar to a diamond sword. And that's the crafting recipe. I can't remember if I showed it. So, normal unarmored hit, 8.2. Critical, 12.3. Armored hit, 1.7. Critical, 3.09. Wow. So, I have a bunch of these weapons here that I don't really know what category these go in. They're not spears, they're not pole arms, but they are two-handed, kind of long weapons. So let's review. Starting with the steel military fork, which is like a fork if you put it on a stick. Oh yeah. So, 1.8 blocks of reach distance, 7.47 attack damage, 1.02 attack speed. So again, super similar to a diamond sword. This is how you craft it. Let's see the damage. Alright, normal hit, 7.5. Critical hit, 11. Wow. Okay, armored, 1.5. 2.67 on... Okay, so 2.67. Wow. Okay, wow. That is crazy good. On to the next. Up next, we have the steel golden dag. I'm assuming that's how you say that. 16% armor piercing. Wow. 8 attack damage, 1 attack speed, so it is finally something similar to a diamond axe, even though it is essentially a fancy spear. I'm guessing that's what golden dag translates to, but I don't really know. So, unarmored, 8.5. Critical, come on, yeah, 12.8, alright. Armored is 2.1, wow. And then 3.88, wow, for critical hit on the armor. Up next, we have the steel scythe, which is crafted very odd. 1.2 blocks reach distance, two-handed 2, 10 points of attack damage, so again, similar to a diamond axe. Alright, so, unarmored, 10. 16, though, on critical. Okay, armored, 2.5. 4 on critical. Wow. Okay, and I know you guys are probably wondering, Can it harvest? No, it cannot harvest. That would have been really cool if it could, but it cannot harvest, okay? This wheat right here is invulnerable to this gigantic metal object I am swinging at it. Kinda sucks. Sad. Up next, we have the steel. No idea how to say that. 2 blocks reach distance, two-handed 1. 1 point of damage block. Does 7.7 attack damage. 1.8. So, it's not similar to an axe. It's again similar to a sword. Normal hit, 7.8. Critical at 11.68. Wow. 1.6. Critical 2.84. Up next, we have the glaive. 2 blocks reach distance, 3 points damage block, 7.5 attack damage, 1 attack speed, crafted with a short sword. So that's kind of interesting recipe there. But it's essentially like if you took a sword and you put it on a stick. Yeah. So, normal unarmored hit, 7.6. Critical unarmored hit is 11.37. Wow. And then, so armored hit, 1.5. Critical, 2.72. Next up, the steel partisan, I think. 1.9, so almost 2 blocks. Can block up to 5 points of damage. Again, that does not include arrows. And it is very similar to a diamond sword at 7.77 attack damage, 1.17 attack speed. Wow. Normal unarmored hit, 7.8. Critical, 11.65. Wow. Alright, so then critical, 2.83. Normal hit, 1.6. Wow. That's actually going to do... That's going to do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I don't know if that's worthy of a wow, but that is pretty good. Especially for so cheap of a weapon. Like, this is barely going to cost you any steel. Next up, we have the Volge, I think is how you call that. Another dismounting weapon. 1.6 reach distance. Can only block 1 point of damage, but it's two-handed 1. So you can use a shield with virtually no loss. 7.68 attack damage. 1.15 attack speed. So that's pretty similar to a diamond sword. Alright. Normal hit, 7.7. Critical hit, 11.52. 2.78 critical, normally 1.5. Wow, okay, so you're still not going to be doing too bad. Next up, the spears. There are only 3 spears in the add-on. The boar spear, the hammer spear, and the short spear. So, the boar spear, pretty simple recipe. 1.5 reach distance, 2 blocks of 2 maximum damage block. 7.48 attack damage, 1.15 attack speed. So pretty similar to that last one we covered. And pretty similar to a diamond sword. Pretty good texture too. 7.5. 11.22. 1.5. 2.67. Wow. Next one. Up next we have the steel hammer spear. Okay, 0.8 reach distance, 3 points of maximum damage block, 12.2 attack damage, 0.9 attack speed. So that's similar to a diamond axe, actually. Pretty cool. Normal hit, 12.2. Critical hit, 18.3. Normal hit, 3. Critical hit, 5. Okay, I think 5 is the highest we've gotten so far. Wow. Now we have one with quite possibly one of the simplest recipes. The short spear. Almost 1.5 blocks of reach distance. 2 points of maximum damage block. 7.33 attack damage, 1.2. So it is still similar to a diamond sword. Normal hit, 7.3. Critical hit, 11. Just a solid 11. So then, normal hit, 0.6. 2 points. Okay, wow, that is a big range there, but that is good. Alright, there's only one polearm left. The lance. This one is gonna take some talking about. Alright, so first of all, Steel Lance. Does that sound familiar? It should. It was in the original mod. But it's in this one too, but this time it's just like a little piece on a stick. So, why the difference? Well, the original mod, 10% armor piercing, 2 blocks reach distance, 8.26 attack damage, 0.84 attack speed, so pretty similar to one of the polearms we've already covered. But the add-on one does not have armor piercing, 2 blocks reach distance, but is the exact same almost to a diamond sword. 7 attack damage, 7 attack damage. 1 attack speed, 1.6 attack speed. So it's slightly slower than a diamond sword. Normal hit. Oh, these are used only when riding, by the way. So it would depend on how fast you're going. Yeah. Up next, the battle axes, and war hammers as well. But I'm just going to compare them both to the diamond axe. So, starting with the steel battle axe. Oh yeah, starting with a classic. 10 points of attack damage at 1 attack speed. Better than a diamond axe. Okay. Normal hit, 10. 15 on critical. Normal hit, 2. 4 on critical. Crafted very simply, although for how short it is, I don't know why it takes a pole. Just saying. Up next, we have a personal favorite of mine, the Steel Crow's Beak. At 15% armor piercing, just like the stiletto from the original mod. 8 attack damage, 1 attack speed. So, slightly faster than an axe, but does a little less damage. So, this should be 8.4. And critical is 12. Normal hit is 2. 3 on critical, so not that much of a difference, but still pretty cool. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I first saw this weapon, I thought it was a hoe. But this is Steel Francisca Axe. 8.63 attack damage, 1.2 attack speed. Not quite much of a banger as the last one, but it is still pretty formidable. Just under Diamond Axe. 8.6, 12.95, 1.8. Come on, critical. 3.32. Excellent. Up next, we have the War Axe. Crafted similar to the Francisca one. You just move the hilt a little bit. I know it's kind of hard to see. So, 10 attack damage. So, same as the Battle Axe. It's just crafted differently. Normal hit is 10. And critical hit is 15. Critical hit is 4. 2. So, you are going to be doing pretty well if you use an axe against the fully armored guy. Next up, crafted pretty similar to a crow's beak, we have the Steel Warhammer. Only 5% armor piercing, though. Slightly worse than a Diamond Axe, but it's slightly faster. 8.9, 13.4, 2, and 3.7. Oh yeah, that is not bad. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, and the one I've probably been not so excited about. The swords. Oh, there's so many swords. There's so many swords. So we're going to start with the trading sword. This weapon is designed more for like teaching people how to use Minecraft's PvP, or if you're playing this mod with a different PvP system, this can be a good lesson for that one too. So it only clocks in at 1 attack damage, 1.5 attack speed, meaning it is significantly worse than your normal wooden sword. This is normal wooden sword, by the way, but it can block up to 4 points of damage. Excellent. So 1 and 1.5, 0.2. Let's see, 0.3. Wow, you are going to be doing so well against this fully armored guy. But it is just a trading sword, so I wouldn't advise that you use it. Which, by the way, is just crafted with a wooden short sword and a plank. Up next, we have the Steel Scimitar. Wow. Okay, so two-handed one, 4 points of max damage block, 7.5 attack damage, 1.5 attack speed. So just slightly slower and slightly more damaging than the diamond sword. Okay, it actually does 7.6, 11.35. Okay, 1.5, 2.72. Alright, now aside from the crafting recipe, this one's actually fairly simple. This is a steel longsword. Two-handed one, 5 points of max damage block, 8 attack damage, 1 attack speed. Just barely the same, believe it or not, as a diamond axe. Yeah. 8. See if I can get a critical. Come on. There we go. 12. Okay, normal hit, 1.6. Aim, critical, 2.97. So almost 3. Next up, the rapier, which is 5% armor piercing. Pretty good. Crafted like so with a steel stiletto. And 6.9 attack damage, 1.6. So it's the same as a normal diamond sword. Boom. 10 on critical. 1.4. Let's see. 2.51 on critical. Wow. Up next, we have the steel fetter. Now, fun fact, these are actually used in sword training groups today. 2% armor piercing, 0.2 reach distance, 4 points of max damage block, two-handed one, 3.5 attack damage, 1.5 attack speed. So, significantly worse than a diamond sword by like 5 attack damage points. Does 3 unarmored, 5 unarmored critical, 0.7 armored, 1.2 critical. I thought that was 11 for a second. I got excited. Up next, we have the steel side sword, which is crafted similar to the rapier earlier. And 2% armor piercing, 6 points of damage block, just slightly slower than a diamond sword, but does slightly more damage, 7.5, 1.5 attack speed. Okay, so, normal hit 7.4, critical hit 11.3, armored hit 1.5, and critical hit 2.7. Ooh. Okay, so up next we kind of have a combo going here. The steel Saxon sword and the rich Saxon sword, which is crafted like so. Don't worry, I'll explain this later. But they both deal... Okay, rich Saxon sword is slightly worse, but slightly faster. Steel Saxon sword is the exact same as a diamond sword. But it is way cheaper, considering you can get all that within the first few minutes of the game. So, the normal unarmored hit is 7, critical 10.5, armored hit 1.4, critical hit 2.42. Wow. And just in case you're wondering, it's not much different on the rich Saxon sword. Next up, we have the long Seeks, and I have the short Seeks in my hand, just to kind of give you guys a comparison. I mean, the tips are pointing in the wrong direction. That sucks. But anyway, this does 3 max damage block, almost 8 points of attack damage, almost 1.5 attack speed. So it's similar to a diamond axe. Again. So, 7.7 attack. Did you see that? 11.61 attack critical. 1.6. 2.81. On to the next one. Up next, another one that will throw you for a loop. The Steel Messer sword. Now, in the original Epic Knights mod, there's already a messer, but made out of iron. So this one is slightly better with the same speed. And the same, so it's the same, but with slightly more damage. Yeah, I know which one I'm picking. So, normal unarmored hit, 7.1. Critical unarmored, 10.68. Armored, 1.4. Critical armored, 2.48. Next up, we have the Masajowski Messer. That's hard to spell and read. Which is from the Masajowski Bible, which basically, this is based off a drawing in there of what a messer should be. So, it's kind of wonky looking, but it is just slightly better than a diamond sword. Pretty good. 7.2 on armored, and then 10.8 on unarmored critical. Armored is 1.4. Critical is 2.53, not bad. And now, if you look at my hotbar here, we have a little mini category, the sabers. And what I like about it is you can see how the sword just gets, like, slowly bent more backwards. So, at first we have the normal saber, the cavalry saber, and the cutlass. So, cutlass is crafted like so. Barely better than a diamond sword at 4 points of max damage block. Pretty good. Pretty good. Cavalry saber. Takes a lot more ingots. 7. So, just barely better than a diamond sword. 7.2. 10.79 critical. Now over here, 1.4. 2.52. Okay, next, for the cutlass. Quite close to diamond sword, but honestly, the saber is closest. Two-handed one is interesting that this one has that specified. And then 4 points of max damage block. Crafted like so, with one less ingot than the cavalry saber. Normal hit is 7.4. Critical, 11.12. 1.5. 2.64. Next up, we have 3 swords that are all super similar. This is the arming sword type 13, 14, and 15. Ooh, let me know which one you guys like best. Personally, I'm gonna have to go with, that's 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna have to go with 13. Because its hilt is kind of curved up more, while that one's kind of flat. So I like 13 the best. But they all have the same stats, and they are all equivalent to the diamond sword. They don't even have any different stats at all. This is type 13's recipe. This is type 14. That is type 15. Okay, so you're still always going to need 8 nuggets around your steel short sword. It is the same as a diamond sword in every manner of speaking, except, yeah, okay. Boom, 7, yeah, okay, all 7s, yep. Our last one-handed sword here, the Steel Falchion. 7 points of attack damage, 1.5 attack speed, 4 points of max damage block. Let's see, normal hit, 7.1, critical, 10.7. Armored hit, 1.4. Critical, 2.49. We are still not passing 3 on our critical armored hits. Up next, the King Sword. Okay, two-handed one, 5 points max damage block. So this is supposed to be like your gilded longsword. 8.44 attack damage, 1.32 attack speed. Slightly better than a diamond sword, so I'd say it's closer to a diamond axe. It's like in between. Diamond is 7, axe is 9. So, normal hit, 8.4. And critical, 12.66. Armored hit, 1.8. Okay, 3.21 on the armored critical hit. So, we have finally breached number 3. Okay. Next up, the two-handed messer. Alright. 10 attack damage, 1.05 attack speed. So, 15.12. 2.3. Come on, critical. Yes, we breached 3. 4.22. So this right here, if you're fighting a guy in full plain Maximilian armor, critical hit from this will do you 4 points of damage. That is the highest so far. Up next, we have the Steel German Greatsword. Half block reach distance, two-handed 2. 3 points max damage block. 10.38 attack damage. 1.05 attack speed. Look at that recipe. Oh, I love it. So, I also love the texture design. It reminds me of a certain fantasy sword. Normal unarmored hit is 10.4. Critical, 15.57. Alright, let's see if we can reach 5. So, normal hit 2.4, 4.42. That is still the highest, because that last one was 4.22. Pretty similar in recipe and texture and even shape and size is the Steel Executioner Sword. There's a recipe in case you missed it. At 0.2 reach distance, two-handed 2, 4.0 max damage block, 10.57 attack damage, 1.02 attack speed. So, normal hit, 10.5. Critical hit, 15.86. Alright, normal hit, 2.4. Come on, 4.55. Oh yes, we are almost to 5. Okay, so this, so far, is the highest critical. And our last two-handed sword, the Grand Fellowship. Crafted the same as the Cavalry Saber, but with a pole instead. 10.68 attack damage, 0.94 attack speed, two-handed 2, 4 points of max damage block. Again, that does not include arrows. Do not try to block arrows with these, it will just plain not work. Unarmored normal hit, 10.7. Critical unarmored hit, 16.03. Okay, that's the highest on that one so far. Armored hit, 2.5. Critical armored hit is 4.63. Man, we are just getting higher and higher. And our last weapon, which I put in the swords category because there's nowhere else for it to go, the Steel Sickle. 2 points less than a diamond sword. Boom. See? Just like that. So it, yeah. But can it harvest crops? No, it cannot. Alright, folks. 3 more weapons to go. First, the two-handed Evening Star. So this is a two-handed kind of mace. 0.8 reach distance, two-handed 2, 3 points of max damage block, 12.2 attack damage, 0.9 attack speed. Way better than a diamond axe, just slightly slower. Normal hit, 12.2. Critical unarmored hit, 18.3. Okay, I'm hoping that we can breach 5. Normal armored hit, 3. And critical hit, 5.72. Oh yeah! Up next we have the Steel Bar Mace, which is crafted like so. It does 8.94 at 108 attack speed. So, similar to a diamond axe. 8.9. And critical 13.41. 1.9. And critical 3.5. Okay, so that is a nice way to get 3 points. 3.5 points on this one, actually. There's a recipe for the two-handed Evening Star. Can't believe I forgot it. And our last weapon in the mod, the Steel Round Mace. 8.9 attack damage, 1.15 attack speed. Almost a carbon copy of the Diamond Axe. Normal hit 8.9. 13.35 critical unarmored. Armored hit 1.9. Critical 3.48. Wow. Okay. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's epic J-Boss video. And I know it was kind of a long one. Kind of really drug out a lot. There's just so many weapons in this mod. I had to cover them all. Okay, that's my goal. Never have one topic cover 2 videos. Even though this is a multi-part mod review. So, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. And thank you for the 10 subscribers. I can't believe it. Honestly, guys, I can't believe it. So, in the next video, we will be reviewing the decorations only. Then the video after that, we will finally be getting around to the armor, where you will see what armor I'm currently wearing. Yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe to see that happen. But thank you for the 10 subscribers, guys. Really, I can't believe it. I'm so excited. So, hope you enjoyed. Comment if you want to see anything new, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.